Hey guys, my name is Tanya and I'm just a girl out here making a living thrifting, and today's video is going to be talking about my BOLO bucket list items that I found in 2022 and BOLO bucket list items that I am going to be looking for in 2023. This video is a collab with some awesome resellers, so make sure that you go down to the description and click all the video links down there so that you can learn about some BOLOs that they found this year and some BOLOs that they're going to be looking out for this coming up year in 2023. I think we're all going to be manifesting some great sales for next year, and looking for these BOLOs and finding these BOLOs might just get us there. Okay, so let's talk about 5 BOLOs that I found this year. Most of these are going to be clothing brands, but there is one that's not a clothing brand that you're going to want to make sure that you look out for, because this thing sells for around $1,000 and it's a stuffed animal. Okay, so obviously one of the BOLOs that I was looking for this year was Burberry. Burberry, anything really. I mean, Burberry has clothing, scarves, there's different accessories, perfumes, and I did end up finding 2 Burberry pieces this year. One was actually a Burberry men's blazer coat. It was like a sport coat. It was wool. It actually had damage to it. But I went ahead and sold it anyway. I got it at the Goodwill because half the time nobody looks through the sport coats for men, but that is one of the areas that I will look in. And I got super lucky that day. It was a half off day. I think I ended up paying around maybe $5 for this sport coat. It had damage to it. Like I said, I went ahead and I listed it for, I believe, like $49.97 plus shipping, and I sold that bad boy immediately. That was a fantastic sale. I had no issues, shipped that thing off, got positive feedback, good to go. Then I found some brand new Burberry women's perfume at an estate sale for $20. I went ahead and I picked that up, and then I turned around and flipped that for $80 plus shipping in maybe 2 weeks time, maybe 3. Burberry sells super fast if you can get your hands on it. Just be careful, because there's so much that's faked out there that you really got to do your due diligence and make sure that it is authentic, because you don't want your account to get suspended. Next up, believe it or not, Sorel was on my BOLO list. I know I've been reselling for over 4 years and I have never found Sorel. So I order ThredUP mystery boxes, if you don't know, if you're new to my channel. And I got a pair of Sorel sandals in my ThredUP box. So I currently have those listed. Next brand that I had been on the hunt for this year was Jimmy Choo. I have never ever found Jimmy Choo. And believe it or not, I found a pair of beautiful sandals at America's Thrift Store for, I believe it was $6.99. I do have them priced kind of high, and I did find them close to the end of the summer season, so they are currently still listed. But I'm crossing my fingers for a great sale. Next up, I found this amazing sweater the other day at Goodwill. This thing sold in less than 24 hours. When I first saw it, I for sure thought that it was a Coogee sweater, but it wasn't. It was Cotton Traders, which is almost still as good. It has the same color patterns. It's still like the 3D print. And I still flipped that thing in 24 hours for $98 plus shipping. Make sure you look out for those nice, funky, colorful sweaters. And let me tell you about the stuffed animals that we were talking about. The brand is Jellycat. There are a lot of different Jellycats out there. I sold and found an owl recently. I ended up selling it for $32.97, I believe, plus shipping. It didn't take that long to sell. It was just an owl. That's all that it was. It was a stuffed animal. But let me show you comps If you find Fergus the Frog, that little guy right there is a huge moneymaker. He sells anywhere from $500 up to $1,000. Yes, for a stuffed animal. Jellycat. Don't forget that. Even if you're only a clothing or shoe seller, it only takes a few minutes to go through the stuffed animals and look for specific ones that are really worth money. And Fergus the Frog from Jellycat, definitely the one to look out for. And another bonus with selling plush or stuffed animals, in all the years that I've been selling them, I have never, ever gotten a return, ever, on any platform. And I sell quite a bit. Just some food for thought. Now let's get into my BOLO bucket list of items that I am looking for in 2023. The first one is smart wool anything. I have not come across smart wool at all. I see all my other reseller friends coming across smart wool. I have not come across it yet. I'm going to put the little logo up here so that you can look just for this little logo and know that it's going to be smart wool. Smart wool comes in jackets, in coats, in socks, in hats, all kinds of different ways. Keep a lookout for smart wool. Some of it sells for $20-$30 and some of it sells for up into the hundreds. Smart wool. And plus, when you do find it, the stuff sells so fast. That is something I am definitely on the lookout for in 2023. Next, Laurel Piana. Laurel Piana is a brand that I would die if I found, probably. You can find it in men's clothes, women's clothes, blazers, career wear, just all over the place. Definitely look for Laurel Piana. That stuff sells up into the thousands. Definitely a brand to be looking out for in 2023. Next, Coogi. Of course, we were just talking about that when I found the Cotton Traders sweater. I still have not found an actual Coogi sweater yet. I have found Coogi in many other things. I found it in the jeans, in the regular shirts, in the button-ups. I've even found it in the women's clothes. It does not sell for as much as these sweaters do. You can also look it up by Bill Cosby. That's another little keyword you can look up when you're looking for comps for this. But let me tell you, these Coogi sweaters can sell up into the high hundreds. I'm talking like $4, $5, $6, $7, $800 for one sweater. And the best thing about Coogi is you can spot that stuff from a mile away. So don't just get super hyper focused when you're in an aisle looking through the clothing. When you walk into a new aisle of clothing, just take a nice scan down the side and look for something that catches your eye. And let me tell you, if a Coogi sweater was on that rack, it's definitely going to catch your eye. Next is Hobbs. Hobbs is more into the career wear, very elegant in the dresses, in the trench coats, in the dress coats. I would love, love, love to find Hobbs. I have never found it, would love to come across it. Will probably not find it in South Mississippi. It will probably be whenever I am traveling and go to thrift stores that are out of town. But Hobbs definitely will sell up into the hundreds easily. And last but not least, and I would probably have a stroke if I did come across it, and that would be Tom Ford. I have still never come across that either. Definitely a brand to look out for in men's, in women's, in clothing, in shoes, accessories, belts, you name it, they probably have it. I am definitely on the hunt for Tom Ford. I am going to be super focused. Okay, guys, that's my 5 and 5. 5 for this year, 5 for next year. That's what I'm going to be manifesting for some of the brands, some of the BOLOs that I come across for next year. It is going to be an amazing reselling year. I can feel it. I'm going to put it out there in the universe for everybody. I'm putting it out there in the universe for myself. Let me know what your BOLO brand is down in the comments, something that you've been on the hunt for forever that you still haven't come across yet, or is it something that you did finally get your hands on that you have been hunting for forever? Let me know what that is too, so maybe I can add that to my BOLO bucket list too. Don't forget to go down in the comments and check out all my other reselling friends videos. They're gonna have some great BOLOs for you too. I hope you all have a happy new year and an amazing 2023. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.